Hello and welcome to the monthly review for March 2015. You may have heard that the Hollybush here in Corn Street has been refitted with a very smart new bar area and a fantastic new menu. If you think this could be worth checking out, well, you'd be right. And with the budget just behind us now and the general election a few weeks away, you may also think that we are in for a brief pause in property related activity, and again, you'd probably be right. The general mood in the Witney area this month is one of what I would call positive caution. And by that I mean that most sellers and buyers that I meet on a daily basis all feel that once the election is over, everything will pick up again. But for now, they just perhaps want to wait and see. This does of course open up a bit of a gap in the market for those sellers that are looking to sell whatever the political future holds. Let's take a quick look at some of the numbers then. The total number of properties for sale in Witney and the surrounding villages went up from 191 at the end of February to just 192 at the end of March, and the number of properties that are under offer or sold subject to contract went up from 168 to 184. That puts the total property stock up from 359 to 376 over the last 4 weeks, which is an increase of just 17 properties for the month. When you set that against last year, where the property stock peaked on the 13th of April at 451, or in 2013 where the peak reached 491 properties on the 17th of August, you can see we've already got some catching up to do this year. The sold rate, or the percentage of properties that are under offer, edged forward again this month, as you'd expect for this time of year, from 47% last month to 49% this month, whilst the speed of sale continues to improve, with the average property finding a buyer in 11 weeks during March compared to 13 weeks in February. But as I say, as you'd expect and hope at this time of the year. These averages of course are taken across the whole of the market, across all estate agents, but I would say that a reasonable time to find your best buyer in this market would probably be around 4 to 6 weeks. Looking forward, I would have thought that April would deliver pretty much the same story as March, with activity levels lower than you would normally see at this time of year, but properties that are correctly priced finding a buyer relatively quickly. We are starting to see some beautiful properties that perhaps are a bit overpriced, taking slightly longer to sell. It's therefore still very important to keep your price right and also keep a track of activity levels. In the longer term, interest rates look set to stay at their record low rate and may even drop still further, following the news last week that the UK rate of inflation had dropped to 0%, the lowest level since records began. We've got some great new videos coming up over the coming months, including some location-specific information videos for people mainly that are moving in from out of the area. These will be videos showcasing the very best that each development or village has to offer. We'll also be recording videos with mortgage information at some local mortgage companies and some solicitor conveyancing information at some local solicitors' practices. Pretty much everything really to do with the housing market and the whole moving process. If there's a specific topic that perhaps you'd like me to cover, do get in touch. In summary then, less activity in March on the buyer and sellers front, but just as we forecast at the beginning of the year in the run-up to the general election. Overall, some quietly confident buyers and sellers sitting on their hands for now that maybe could be tempted into the market. In March, almost half of the sales that we agreed through the Witney office were what we call off-market deals. This is where we have a seller that wants perhaps X price but doesn't really want to go to the public with their property. And we've got a large database of buyers looking to buy and pay the right price, indeed for the right home. So this means no marketing, no board, no trails of people in and out. If it works for both sides and there is little or no compromise on price, then the whole scheme works very well. If you think that this could work for you, then please let me know. Finally, we've just published our final 2014 stats, which we found very exciting and I'd love to share with you just now. Over the whole year, 58% of our clients achieved their asking price or more, 95% of our clients achieved a successful sale on average within 6 weeks, and we achieved 98.6% of our clients' total asking price over the year. Some great numbers there and a performance that I hope reassures you that this is a brilliant market to move in. If you know anybody that is maybe thinking of selling, then please do let me know. Okay, I think that's about it for this month. Thank you very much indeed again for watching, and I hope to see you all again next month.